My beloved child, open your ears and listen attentively as I, your Lord God, speak directly to you. God message for you today. This message is appearing to you today because you're ready. You've done the inner work. You've worked on those plans long enough. It's time to turn them into a reality. It is time to start believing in yourself and your dreams. It is time to rise above your limitations and fears. No more talking yourself out of taking action. It is time to reveal your talents to the world. No more living a sheltered life. It's time to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight. Stop denying your magnificence to yourself and others. Rise up, claim your greatness and power. Like this video, if you have a believe in God, today's God message for you. Worrying about how it will work out only delays the process and blocks creativity. Move past overthinking and align with faith. Slow down enough to hear the solution. Trust that everything you have asked for is making its way to you, and delays are being resolved. Blessings are always on time. You are the one that is impatient. Remember, Divine Teaming is always perfect. Type 1111 to claim it. Today's God message for me. What is meant for you cannot be lost. It's yours already. It will come to you at the most appropriate moment. But until you have it, you can either choose to be anxious and choose to relax, focus and live in fear, or you the present moment and live in happiness. The best moments, the best relationships, the most exciting feelings and experiences are yours already. But until you live them, just know that whatever you do with love, joy, and peace brings you closer to them. Type 222 to affirm this to yourself. Today's message for you: worrying about how it will work out only delays the process and blocks creativity. Move past overthinking and align with faith. Slow down enough to hear the solution. Trust that everything you have asked for is making its way to you, and delays are being resolved. Blessings are always on time. You are the one that is impatient. Remember, divine timing is always perfect. Universe message: you're about to receive the most unexpected blessing of your life. You're about to meet the reason why your soul had to garner all that patience, humility, and faith. You're about to experience the rare, unparalleled magic of a miracle. Just watch. One day very soon, nothing will be as it once was. Your path is about to shift for the greater good of your journey. Your recent growth is about to pay off in the most profound and gratifying way. Stay tuned. You are more courageous than you think. Free the Spirit Guide. Yourself from all ties or limitations. It's better to disappoint people with your truth than live a life of inauthenticity. What you want requires you to the Spirit Guide. Be real with yourself. When things aren't exactly your way, take it as an opportunity to be grateful, the Spirit Guide for the present moment, and that will give you the hope to keep moving forward. There are so many great things coming for you, and so many blessings to look forward to. It's all going to be okay. Trust yourself and your path. Type, I am ready to shine, to affirm. Angel's message tonight: take that leap of faith, surrender and trust that everything is going to turn out even better than you ever imagined. Because it will. It always does. The universe always rewards the most courageous and beautiful hearts. The time is now. Today's message: your life depends on the stories you keep telling yourself. The author is you, and you get to decide positive or negative stories you're going to be telling yourself. Simple yet profound. The universe is confirming what you already knew, that the plot twist is that your trauma would turn into your growth, that your difficulties would become abundance, that your anxiousness would become memories of a life that once was. God, I am in awe of your goodness and your faithfulness. Sometimes I face hard situations, but I know that regardless of my circumstances, you are good. Thank you for loving me so much that you want to go through challenges with me. I love you, Lord. Type 555 if you trust God. Today's God message for me: today remain grounded in gratitude. Keep releasing what does not serve your happiness and continue to welcome the abundant blessings pouring into your life. Be appreciative of where you have been and get hopeful for where you are going. Trust that bridges are being built, doors are being opened, and paths are being cleared. You are always being guided, protected, supported, and divinely loved. God message for you: take away people's access to you. The trial is over. Your vibe is a gift and isn't meant for everybody. Forget how they feel. Remember what you deserve. You matter. Your dreams are valid. Take your passion seriously. Don't let someone change who you are to become what they need. Everything is going to come full circle. You'll finally understand why you've been guided to do better. You'll start to see why the end of something was the beginning of something greater. It will all make sense, and a deep gratitude will pour from your heart. It's all a miracle. Type I am awareness to affirm. Today's message: the universe is confirming what you already knew, that the plot twist is that your trauma would turn into your growth, that your difficulties would become abundance, that your anxiousness would become memories of a life that once was. Type I believe in myself to affirm. Universe message for you: you are more courageous than you think. Free yourself from all ties or limitations. It's better to disappoint people with your truth than live a life of inauthenticity. What you want requires you to be real with yourself. When things aren't exactly your way, take it as an opportunity to be grateful for the present moment, and that will give you the hope to keep moving forward. There are so many great things coming for you, and so many blessings to look forward to. It's all going to be okay. Trust yourself and your path. Subscribe our channel if you love God. Today's message, everything, your highs, your lows, your happiest moments and the most painful ones, your failures and your successes, your losses and your gains. Just remember, people can't come in and out of your life for no reason. The lessons you learn and the growth that you experience is never spontaneous. It's always meant to be. There's a higher purpose, a goal, a final destination, or a peak in your journey that you will have no idea of until you reach it. But for that, you need to climb the mountain. For that, you need to look for a deeper meaning. For that, you need to pay attention to everything and everyone around you, especially those that love you and leave you. There are some lessons that only people and their existence can give you. There are some lessons that only pain can bring out. There are some lessons that the biggest joys of your life will reveal to you. And there are some lessons that you never knew were lessons until they walked out of your life. Think about it. Only then will you stop treating your growth as an accident and start appreciating it as the most beautiful journey created just for you. Type yes if you feel this. Angels are saying to you today, don't even think about giving up. You're going to make it, no matter what it looks like right now. I know you're worried about your finances, your health, and your family. Remember, I always work in your favor. I will bless you today with peace, healing, and victory if you don't quit. I am going to bring something beautiful out of this ugly situation. Get ready for your blessings. It's so easy to forget that God can use even the most hurtful, hopeless situation to show His love and faithfulness to us. So today, be reminded that in your pain, God is doing something. You might not understand it now, but continue to trust in Him, to obey His will, and to worship Him. God wouldn't allow anything unless it has a purpose. Type 666. If you believe this, God is saying, God sees your heart. He sees the desires. He knows you feel lonely. He knows you long for your person. He listens to the cries of your heart, and He cares. He loves you so much. He wants you to know that He's working on them. He's preparing your heart to be loved the right way. He hasn't forgotten. God message tonight. Today, just trust. Trust who you are. Trust where you are. And trust where you are going. Trust that God is placing and removing people in your life in order to bring you where He wants you to be. Today, just trust. Trust in your strengths, trust in your abilities, and trust that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, and an opportunity to become the best version of you. Today, just trust. Trust Him, trust His plan, trust His will, trust His way, and trust that whatever He has already written is far better than anything you could have ever wrote. God is saying, whatever dream or wish you hold in your heart, I hope you go for it. Brave girl, I hope you believe in yourself with your entire being and that in those moments that you might not, I hope you pretend until you do believe again. I hope you never settle when it comes to your dreams. I hope that you always chase them with wild lust and fiery passion. I hope you never let the doubters and non-believers stop you, and that you let the obstacles strengthen and humble you. Brave girl, I hope you go for your dreams, because they are yours to have. Just a gentle reminder that even before you create your own plans, God has already made ones for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. All you need to do is to ask Him, seek His will, wait on His promises, and delight yourself in Him. When you trust God instead of your plans, you will never be disappointed nor forsaken. There's peace, joy, and blessings. You want the best for yourself? Go for God's plans for you. Type, I am aware, if you are. Universe message for you today. You can take comfort in this truth that God has appointed a right time for everything. Every season serves its own purpose. Every detail is with great importance. What you see as a delay now can turn into a great redirection later on. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. He knows what He is doing. Isn't it amazing how God can turn our worries and trials to blessings? If you're stressing about something today, know that you have a choice. You can either keep worrying, or you can surrender it all to God and choose to pray about everything. There is power in having faith that God can work all things together for your good. Maybe at first it doesn't make sense for you. You waited, but there's no change. You have questions, but He was silent. But His silence doesn't mean His absence. The hurt and the pain was needed for you to grow amidst storm and challenges. Though He doesn't want you to see in pain, like a father to his own child, He disciplines whom He loves. Your rejections are for His redirections. Trust Him. He knows what He's doing. Type, I believe in myself, to affirm. Today's God. Message for me. God knows when is the best time to answer your prayers. If you're in the season of waiting, keep seeking Him. Delight yourself in the Lord, and watch how you'll no longer be just waiting, but also moving by faith, fulfilled in His presence, surrendered in His perfect will. God message for you today. You have to have faith that God is in control, no matter what the circumstances. So many things happen in life, good and bad. Even in the bad things, God is still in control. He allows different things to happen, even that are sad and tragic, to show us He is still God and will always be. He can do all things, and He will never fail. Everything happens for reasons we might not be sure about yet, but eventually, and in God's perfect timing, we will come to know why. Yes, we may question all the hardships and suffering we have to go through, but God is on our side. Just trust that everything will work out and that it's all part of God's plan. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. Type, I'm abundant to claim. Tonight, God message for you. Just a gentle reminder that even before you create your own plans, God has already made ones for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. All you need to do is to ask Him, seek His will, wait on His promises, and delight yourself in Him. When you trust God instead of your plans, you will never be disappointed nor forsaken. There's peace, joy, and blessings. You want the best for yourself. Go for God's plans for you. Type, "I embody love," to affirm. God message. You can take comfort in this truth that God has appointed a right time for everything. Every season serves its own purpose. Every detail is with great importance. What you see as a delay now can turn into a great redirection later on. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. He knows what He is doing. The key to overcoming worry, anxiety, and stress isn't to do everything perfectly or make sure everything around you is perfect. There will always be things in your life that are outside of your control. The key is for you to trust God with the things you can't do anything about. Even if your circumstances aren't changing, your perspective can. And when you know that no weapon formed against you will prosper, you can endure the storm and trust the one who speaks peace to it. Type 333 if you believe this. Today's God message for you. When you submit to God's plans, you allow your faith to be bigger than your emotions. It's saying, "My God is bigger than any situation." God's plans are much bigger than what we want for ourselves. You'll receive hope and peace from Him that allows you to fully trust in His promises. God will never lead you to destruction. When you submit to Him, He becomes your life's ultimate strength and security. My God will fight for me. Type, "I embrace my power," to affirm. Angels are saying to you tonight, when doubt, fear, worry, or anxiety flood your thoughts, redirect your thoughts to me and my word. Meditate on security in me rather than your insecurities. When you feel overwhelmed, sit in my presence and let my unfailing love flood your heart and mind. I will rescue you from the pit of anxiety and despair and cover you in my peace. Today's message for me, it's so easy to forget that God can use even the most hurtful, hopeless situation to show His love and faithfulness to us. So today, be reminded that in your pain, God is doing something. You might not understand it now, but continue to trust in Him, to obey His will, and to worship Him. God wouldn't allow anything unless it has a purpose. Type, "This too shall pass," to affirm. God is saying to you today, God knows what He is doing in your life. Whatever He gives and takes away are all for your own good. We might not have the full grasp of how He can make beauty out of our ashes, but trust Him anyway. He has seen your past, present, and future. There's no struggle greater than God's plans for you. Trust Him wholeheartedly. Type 1717 if you are ready. Today's message: when people no longer have access to you like they once did, you'll receive two different kinds of responses. Those who benefited from selfishly draining your spirit will lash out once your energy is no longer available to them. Those who genuinely respect your entire being and themselves will send positive energy your way, knowing you're doing what's best for your journey. Stay close to the individuals who embrace your growth as much as you do. Don't turn the negative, inconsistent vibes of others into an unnecessary obstacle for yourself. Remember who your energy belongs to, because it's not them. Never apologize for meeting the demands of your intuition. The universe has always seen you as a warrior. It's time you started realizing who you are. Please subscribe our channel and turn on bell notification for more God message.